Pai sir, as we know, because recently also I spoke with Rajni ma'am and how it started, and because he's a versatile genius and what all he has done. But for you as a father, because he has been so busy establishing so many things and starting from nothing, how did that relationship go? And like, are you in the hospital most of the time along with your father? And how is your relationship?
Yeah. Sir, in that way, I think I've been lucky because I was born and brought up in a joint family. So, though my father had been very busy, and he was, and I would very rarely see him, but I think I never felt the, pain of not having a father around all the time, because I had a lot of uncles, aunts, cousins who were always with me, and they had grown up with him, so they would keep telling me about how he had finished his education and what he was doing. So from a very young age, I think I have grown up in the midst of psychiatry, because even if he was not there, they would keep telling stories about, and we used to stay right next to the hospital. So a lot of times in the early years, when there were lack of nurses, my cousins would act as nurses. When there were lack of orderlies, we would all go. If there was a very restless patient, we would go and help hold the patient down for sedation or whatever it is. So I think I've grown up in the midst of psychiatry. And at the same time, it was a very enriching experience, because my father was a writer, he was a doctor, he was a filmmaker. So we used to get all sorts of people in our house, all guests. People who are very famous filmmakers, people who are activists, people who are environmentalists, and also he was involved a lot in the Indian Medical Association activities, and he was a very active member of the Rotary Club. So whoever the guests were for those programs would automatically end up in our house for a meal or for dinner. So it was a very enriching experience, because from a very young age I've got to listen to different points of view, different people, and how their life's journeys have been, the way their ethics came into being, their values. So it was a very enriching experience, and I got to learn that very young, even before I started psychiatry, that there can be peace and harmony even if there are different points of view, that your judgment is yours only, and nobody can change that, and how to be non-judgmental towards people of different opinions, different talents, different mindsets. And I think that helped me a lot when I was taking up psychiatry or in my practice. So that really helped, I think. And definitely, yes, my childhood was mostly in the hospital and at home. I don't think there were any boundaries at that point of time. So if at any point of time I needed to do my homework, I would conveniently walk into my mother's consulting room and say, I am not understanding this. And the patients also were very understanding, I think. They would wait patiently for my mother to teach me, and then I would go back and she would continue with her practice. So those days were very different, I would say, from what it is now.